Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ESL 1 Road to Rio Europe. We've got FaZe Clan taking on Movistar Riders. This is the battle for the top spot in Group B. Neither of these teams taking a loss. I think it's pretty normal to see FaZe Clan near the top, but the Movistar Riders in this group, definitely not. These guys have overperformed and impressed massively, taking down Mouse Sports to get here. My name is Dinko, I'm joined by Blair, and we'll get to see whether or not this team can continue their unbelievable results.
Yeah, this is looking so good for them, right? But I do believe that finally, so I'm going to say, met their match here. This is FaZe, who have looked so good of late. They've also right now flawless in their run so far. I do believe they took down G2 and, if I'm not mistaken, North earlier on. Here comes Movistar. Overpass their map pick. Nico going to be making contact and immediately gets taken down to 20 HP. He's not going to be sticking around for that fight. It's on down to Cold Zero on the site. Finds one, looking for more, but Mopos with a quick trade as Lowell joins the party.
Well, Brokey up here as well. Let's see if he can get anything done. He's going to find himself one on towards Law. He'll fall away. Eastor. This guy's a pretty impressive player. He may be a little bit more unfamiliar with the Movistar players than the likes of the world superstars on FaZe, but Eastor is certainly a player to watch when he shows up. Got himself a headshot on towards Rain, and now suddenly Movistar Riders have the advantage. Spaniards looking to win this. Going to be Nico. His way out towards Long. Brokey with the headshot. Alex gone. And now we're at 2v2. Mopos and Eastor looking to try and hold on to the site, but Brokey heading his way back in. Does damage on towards Mopos, who's stuck inside of Optimus, but still landing shots off towards Nico, who's barely alive. You have to remember, this guy took damage early at the start of the round, and he will fall to Eastor. P250 taking him away. And there we go. Movistar Riders off to a good start with a pistol win.
Kind of feel bad for Nico, right? He could have been more a part of the fight initially if he hadn't got that that fadeaway dink from Movistar early on. But, well, good start for the Spanish-Brazilian mix. They have surprised a lot of people, yours truly included, with how they've been looking so far.
Yeah,
I do see the 5 MAC-10s. This is something we don't see that often.
Yeah, this is going to be sprinting towards B, see how much money we can build, and round over and done with. It's going to be Olaf Meister on the back. Deagle up in towards Heaven from Cold Zero. It's going to be one kill from him. Steel able to get rid of him. And now into a 5v3. A 4v3. Movistar Riders still holding the advantage. Bomb not yet planted. And this is a bit of an issue now because Nico's inside of the site. He will do damage. Mopers is going to be dropped low, but the rest of the team cleaning up. Nico manages one on the Deagle, but is overrun. And now it's only Brokey. A 1v3 for the youngster on the scout. The bomb will get planted. He's nowhere to be seen, far removed off towards Long. But yeah, we have talked about the steady trajectory of upward trajectory of the Movistar Riders, and I think when you can take a look at statistics and graphs, I think you'll see a very clear correlation between the addition of Steel and their upward trend in results.
Indeed. They did look, I do believe it was Dream Open Valencia. It was late last year.
Oh, it was Seville, the last one, right?
So it's yes, the one near the end of the year.
Yeah.
That was it. They did surprise a lot of players, a lot of people.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Didn't obviously win it, but I do agree with you. They have definitely really looked good so far. Also help out by the fact that right now these games are online, and you know I've spoken to a few players. I was actually in a chat with Gomez, the manager of 100 Thieves, very recently. One of the on a podcast I was doing. I was just asking him, like, you know, what's the big difference for you know when it comes to the online games, primarily for some of the more well-known teams, the top 10 teams. And the fact is, it is a very different thing for many of these teams playing online, especially for games which have a lot at stake, because they're just so used to playing on LAN, you know, just feeding off each other and just getting that LAN energy going for them, that sometimes it does definitely favor some of the underdogs, which is could be one of the reasons why we're seeing so many upsets taking place. But that is, I don't think we can really place the fact that it's online games as the reason, as a sole reason rather, why some of the how some of these performances can be explained away. Movistar Riders definitely a team to be reckoned with, at least right now.
Yeah, and it's good to see.
Up. Yeah, it's good to see. Absolutely, I love this. I love the. We have so many tier 2 teams, tier 3 teams who are really making a show right now. As we see Steel pushing up, it's pretty much a full eco. They're just trying to work around the scout of Brokey. You know, maybe just get a tag here and there while the pistols finish them off. But Movistar Riders doing a great job playing this one very passively, playing anti-eco, right? It reminds me of that one of the ace, the pistol ace that Knock got, and there was the voice comments which NIP shared on Twitter, and they did one of the callouts they had was Movistar, right? One of the callouts towards Short and Vertigo. This just goes to show that, you know, despite it being the tier 2, tier 3 scene, a lot of the top teams, they actually get a lot of their ideas from some of the tier 2 teams, tier 3 teams who are actually more innovative, because they need to be more ahead of the curve when they have to face off against the likes of a FaZe, against the likes of a Fnatic. So we really can't take anything away from some of the more unknown newer players here, as bomb gets planted. Lowell farming a few frags, but then they do get replied back. So a little bit of damage being dealt out here, and Ray just pushing up. They can't be fancying this. They don't have a kit.
Surely not, but they run on towards the site anyway. I don't know, with this team, anything can happen. Smoke goes on towards the bomb. Kilzera's going to run and just stick the defuse. Taps it, pulls him into the open, trying to do as much damage, force as many rebuys as possible. Rain will get rid of Mopos, and, well, the round, of course, being won. There's the defuse. Oh my god, Kilzera's nearly pulled it off. There's all the kills, and FaZe somehow, out of nowhere, win the round. FaZe client, that is just unbelievable. They run on towards the site. Surely there was no way, and then they clean up the rest. And Movistar, the defuse comes in the smoke.
That's as FaZe as it can get. I have no idea how they won that. No kit whatsoever. Pretty much a full eco. And somehow they make it work. It was a moment they got the kill onto Lowell, and then Brokey gets a kill with the scout. And immediately they're like, you know what, boys, we're going for this. And they just go for it. That's incredible. Movistar's gonna be furious. They should not have lost the round. They should have been 3-0. But there you have it. At least the one thing going for them is the fact that they do. Okay,
Ooh.
Alex gets both. That works out. So yeah, Movistars, at least it was kind of like a bonus round. They just few SMGs, so they're going to be having the full buy. And not just that, they do get the opening to kills, despite having the man advantage. They still need to find more. Low pause, finds Rain, and the team flash not really working out for Rain there.
Well, Smoke goes down in towards the middle of the site. East Toy to get the digits punched in. Hide inside of the smoke. Now, this is an interesting approach. Movistar Riders coming into this just change the pace completely. Just blister into the round. You know, you can sit there and feel sorry for yourself about losing that previous. But they change it up. They don't let FaZe Clan get complacent after winning that and feeling comfortable. They just come right back in, and Alex slaps him up the face, finding 2 kills as he emerges from the connector door. And that's going to be a perfect reply from Movistar after their nightmare scenario in the previous.
Yeah, that's definitely a good reply. And also, money gonna be not too bad, not too bad. Olaf can drop either Coldzera or Nico. I would assume it's gonna drop Cold, while Rain can buy for himself, and Brokey can potentially maybe drop a UMP, maybe a FAMAS even, because he does have a little bit of utility going his way for Nico. So the buy will happen. It won't be the best of buys, but it will suffice for the time being. Movistar Riders, though, AK-47s galore, even a cheeky little Zeus in the hands of Eastor. And let's see what they do here. They've looked very, apart from the eco win from FaZe, they've looked very convincing the way they're approaching the T side. They seem to have a game plan in mind for almost every clan, almost every round, and it's working out perfectly for them.
Overpass is always a map that I've actually been somewhat impressed by the Movistar Riders. Like, they're a pretty good team on this map. And I think on the CT side is where they do a lot of good work as well. Ever since Steel's edition, they've been very proactive on this side, so keep an eye out for that. FaZe Clan, obviously a team that you can never really write off in any kind of round. Movistar Riders are always going to be fighting an uphill battle, and that's the second time that's happened to Nico. 2 rounds in a row.
2 rounds in a row. And also, Olaf's been taken down to 42 HP early from that boost, so things looking a little dicey, and they haven't rotated anyone over. They've gone for the proactive flashbang, and that's perfect. Coldzera finds 2. Finally gets traded. They still know there's another player. They know it's Olaf waiting inside the pit. Molotov to try and keep him at bay, but now backup has arrived in the form of Brokey. Tosses in a flash. The smoke still obscuring his vision for the time being, but look at the health on all the 3 remaining players of Movistar. No one above 50 HP, and this is a golden opportunity for this retake to take place.
Oh, well, Olaf Meister's going to catch Steel. Alex straight away, going for the ballsy repeat, and taking Olaf Meister down. A follow-up kill from Alex. He is really feeling it right now. Law's gonna go back over towards outside of Monster. 2v1, they just need to reposition. Rain's taking so much damage, and Alex might just do it all himself. A 4K, a huge round from him.
Ooh, I like that. A little bit of a spray into the corpse as well.
Johnny's not scared of them.
See it. I like it. I like it. Look, if Movistar are going to win the series, they need to play like that. They need to play with conviction. They need to believe in themselves. I know this sounds like some cliche lines from like a Rocky movie, but it is what's gonna get them over the finish line. And right now, despite the hiccup on the third round, they're looking solid at the moment. Alex, beautiful stuff. He was pretty much all alone on that bomb side, and he makes it work. Great peeks from him, great timing on the peeks, great awareness, great read on how the FaZe players are going to be picking towards him. And with that, they've now forced FaZe onto yet another eco. This time, a few upgraded pistols, that's about it. CZ, Deagle, a few P250s, and the one nade. And Movistars, they've spread themselves thin, just like playing the anti-eco, just taking advantage of the fact that they do have the ranged weaponry to work with. Although Eastro with the Mag-10, he might be the player making contact.
Wolfmeister, P250, seeing what he can find from afar. It's going to be Nico actually taking the kill with his P250. Lol taking the head off Wolfmeister and Nico. Third kill from Lol, going for the 4K. This is excellent from Lol. Does leave only Rain into a 1v4, the Norwegian. Stand tall. There's the kill on the CZ. Second kill could come up here against Alex. Relatively close to it, but Alex will win the battle. 5-1. Big round from Lol. Again, just pistols though for FaZe. This is where the going gets a little rougher, I would say, for Movistar Riders. Eventually, this easy walking through FaZe clan will stop, and this might just be the round where they're going to have to really dig deep.
We'll have to dig deep. And a little bit of an Eco Cobra around for Lowell. Hey, you know, fat the stats a little bit, that's fine, you know, it helps you get a little bit more confidence. Will definitely work in their favor. You see FaZe now with the buy. So far, I haven't seen much from the clan. They do have Brokey with AWP. Next map, of course, going to be on Mirage. That is from FaZe. And once again, Movistar Riders slowly inching towards the A bomb site. An aggressive hold from Brokey. Should be wary. Finds the first kill, but he gets traded. Now it's gone down to Rain, but a quick immediate trade from Alex means that A bomb site is compromised. They have Nico just running up towards bank, trying to reach there before the T's make their way. And he does manage to find himself in the bank, but the nade just sails in and takes a chunk out of his health as a bomb will get planted. And it's going to be a 3v3 post-plant.
Well, Paul getting planted. He'll head his way over towards Optimus. Now he's in a good position. Position very, very strong in this kind of post-plant. Fizz haven't really got too much control. You can see coldzera tentatively trying to come back up through the connector. Movistar Riders, though, are just playing passively across the map, just holding on to this A bomb site. coldzera will eventually emerge from connector, and there it is. The perfect timing, catching off Law. And now this is looking good for the FaZe side. If they can get rid of Mopaz, they certainly stand a chance of making this retake happen, but it doesn't happen. Mopaz takes the kill and just hides away. Another time is tucked so far away. It is going to be another round on the board for the Movistar Riders. 6-1. Both of the players on the T side survive as well, so absolutely nothing going in favor of FaZe clan there. And yeah, this just seems much more confident and much more impressive from the Movistar Riders. And I think there was an interview conducted over at ESL TV where Steele basically said the win against Mouse Sports give his team the belief and the realization to sort of realize their potential and how good they actually are. Because you can go through as a tier 2 team and be scared to play against FaZe clan. Oh, I'm never really going to be at their level. But now they've got that confidence and you can see it. Alex is just shooting the corpses. He's just taking 4Ks. It's really nice to see.
It is indeed. And with this lead, T-side Overpass, not a shabby at all. It is their map pick, but still, this is a very impressive showing. FaZe not gonna attempt to go for yet another force buy. They could have eked out a buy, but it wouldn't have been ideal. They could have had cold and all drop a couple of cards. Instead, they're gonna play the long game. Just gonna wait till they can get an op in the hands of Brokey. Of course, Mopaz spotting that coldzera. Play with the rifle. This once more Movistar Riders. They keep switching it up. They keep switching it up. Now 3 players slow, going towards long. And I think they know that they haven't spotted out. Mopaz times it perfectly. coldzera walks straight into his crosshair. And I'm really liking what they're doing here. they really haven't given much room or made that many mistakes so far for FaZe to really take advantage of, apart from obviously that that eco round which they lost. And this is really working out wonderfully for them. Albeit, it is just a couple of pistols and a 2-save rifle in the hands of FaZe now, but that's the scary thing about this team. Any single one of the players on that team can just pop off and literally, single-handedly just carry the entire game. And that is a scary proposition.
Rin just sitting inside the middle. It's going to be an aggressive play from the Deagler. Not going to quite work for him. His Steel runs over the top of him. Now Brokey inside of the site. The Deagle in his hands. Picked off by LOL and Movistar Riders with low time. Make it happen on the A-bomb site. All of the last remaining player. We'll get a headshot on towards LOL, but look at this from Alex. Just sheer confidence running right through the smoke. Spraying him away on the floor again. And my god, this is impressive from the Movistar Riders. And they've called for a tactical timeout.
Yeah, could be like, I mean, there are obviously many reasons why you want to call timeout. Could be like, all right, guys, you know, we're winning right now. We have a good lead. Let's get to our heads. You know, take it slow. You have the lead. No need to get over aggressive. It is FaZe. It is a FaZe clan who have looked so good so far. You do not want to give them any inch. You don't want to give them an inch. You don't want to give them any tiny little sliver of a window into the game right now. But they are looking solid indeed. Money quite solid for Alex and Steel. Well, possibly store around an average of like 35. A little bit low. Okay, they have abundance of cash in two of the other players. You have a FaZe. This buy, they need to convert this. They need to at least string a few rounds together here on the CT side. At least something to work with on the T side.
I think that's just going to be Steel calling that pause, obviously. Sees that his teammates are very emotional. I think, you know, it's always good to see Alex being so confident, but you also have to be pragmatic and realize you can't exactly be too overconfident. It's a team like FaZe, so really pragmatic approach and professional approach from the Movistar Riders. Again, they get the A-bomb site, they'll get the digits punched in, and they can play for the post-plant. FaZe clan, 3 players over towards B, 2 positioned towards long, and while Mopus is getting hungry for the kills, he will catch out Rin in towards the long position. Brokey will pick him up on the AWP in reply, but this round, it's already done.
That's wild. I had a little bit of lapse of concentration, so maybe I didn't notice what they gauged, but they seem to know. Off the bat, there were 2 CTs towards long and knew that A-bomb side was there for the taking. They didn't waste any time. 3 players just pushing up straight from short. They get the bomb down, smoke off towards long, and just like that, Brokey's left alone. And yeah, round was done in like 30 seconds. Movistar just seem to have FaZe's number at the moment. This is, okay, and Brokey not even able to save the AWP. They hunt him down like rabid dogs, and just like that, 8-1 FaZe. Nothing going their way. And 6 in a row for Movistars. This could have been 9-0, mind you, not for that miraculous play coming in from FaZe early on in the half.
Well, technical pause coming in. And online is generally plagued with these issues. Hopefully we don't have too many. And there we go. Fixed straight away. Movistar Riders hit 1 on the board, showing no signs of stopping here on Overpass. FaZe clan show no signs of stopping them either, which is kind of strange to see.
It is indeed. And like I said, thankfully, tech delays, while being a problem usually for these online games, this one's not going to be that long. We have another eco for FaZe. Upgraded Deagles. All 5 players. Movistar Riders, man. If they manage to... I know it's still very early days. Still very early days. I don't want to jinx anyone, but if they manage to pull this one off, it's going to be 3 back-to-back. That's some big scalps to take. I mean, you can take the fact that it's online or whatever other reasoning you want to use. You can't take away the wins from them. Right now, as the situation is around the world, this is the only possible way that they Counter-Strike. It has to be online, and they're just making it work. And you got to give them credit. Some of these scalps have been massive. The mouse sports win, especially, like you mentioned, it really, really helped up their confidence, and it's very showing in this particular match.
It's very impressive to see. I think both times now they've just walked into a bomb site with like 0 resistance from FaZe Clan in the last 2 rounds. So Movistar just methodical, potent in their attacks. A 9th round on the board as FaZe Clan start to gather. They'll want a few kills on these Deagles. Round that they did win was just a chaotic round that probably shouldn't have went their way. They'll run on in. Easter and Alex this time will take 2 kills between them. Brokey, the last remaining, and he'll go in with a Deagle. 2 disgusting headshots. Round not going to be picked up, obviously, but still, at least a little bit of a highlight clip and a flash in the pan of what is capable on the FaZe Clan roster. And again, Alex with another impact player. 9-1 on the board. The only round, again, FaZe Clan have won is just a crazy ninja defused with pistols. So, not exactly the greatest showing here from the FaZe Clan roster. They can try and change that here. You got the double up setup in play. Overpass and Brokey.
A little bit of a switch up. And it really feels like Movistar have done their homework. They seem to have such a good read on how FaZe like to play the CD side, which is wild because FaZe haven't really been playing, you know, static positions every time. They've tried to mix things up, but they seem to know the tendencies. They seem to know how FaZe like to switch things up, and they just seem to have good idea of how FaZe want to do this. Nico, once again, he's been quite unlucky so far with that jump. Spot something out. Holding the off angle, but Mopos is gonna have it. None of it. Finds a kill again, and a number of times the entry frags have gone the way of Movistars. It's ridiculous.
Oh, well, nice shot from Mopos. Gonna be traded back by Nico, but it doesn't really matter. The push is not coming in towards B instead. The A bomb site. Brokey, is he aware? Nico's just gonna push up, checks the sandbags. That's a good kill. Pulls it back into a 3v3. 50 seconds left. Now the A bomb site has been taken. Rain sprinting up towards the top of the connector, and Brokey has been executed. A man advantage once more intact for the Movistar side. It's gonna be Rain holding on. Steel walked in with his knife out, and he will fall. Now Eastor close by on the off. Nice shot, so quick. And he'll head back into the bathrooms. Alex will hold on top of the truck, and it leaves Nico in a 1v2.
Make it happen. It is Nico. Nice flashbang. He's going to push back Eastor with Nico. He doesn't know where he is. He's going to come pushing in Eastor. He's playing this perfectly. Just biding his time. Waits around. Doesn't face. He's played this perfection. There's not much time remaining. And even closes it out with scope. In fact, I do believe it's a fast scope. It doesn't matter. He still clutches it out. 10-1 to Movistars. Wow.
And that's even with a big performance from Nico, right? He stepped up in towards that lower bomb site. He's taking everybody. Comes back into the site. Just unfortunately for him, like, he made the wrong call. It was not B. It was instead the A bomb site. Movistar Riders just seem to be on another level. FaZe Clan can't get a read, can't get a grasp of what's going on, and Movistar Riders are just making them look like amateurs. It's so strange to see.
I've lost count of how many times FaZe have had to eco. As hard as it is on the CD side, you know, your economy on the CD side is always going to be trickier. You know, you have to buy more. The weaponry are generally more expensive as well. But still, this is just sheer domination from Movistars. Again, find themselves an empty bomb site. The bomb dropped towards T1, but fortunately for them, no one has pushed up. They didn't leave any opening for the CT to find their way in. Cold Zera does find one, but it's been tagged on to 12 HP. He's got Brokey as well to help him out. Brokey, he's got the AK, but no Kevlar. Cold Zera, Kevlar, but no weapon to work with, and he gets taken down. It's all on Brokey. There's not much you can do, to be very honest. They're going to get the bomb down, and it's going to be round number 11 for the Spanish-Brazilian mix, and this has just been a surprising state of affairs so far.
Well, gonna be another round taking on by, and absolutely no signs of FaZe Clan looking like they're even in this. Rain hasn't been involved. Olofmeister hasn't done much. Nico had one big round, but other than that was quiet and still didn't even win the round when he played well in. Brokey's just been having to save up towards the A site. This is It's not the performance FaZe would be hoping for at all. Luckily, it is a best of 3, obviously, so we do have another map confirmed, at least for FaZe, to hopefully wake up in. But coming in from the T side, 11 rounds already, and again, absolutely no signs of FaZe clan showing up. This could be over very quickly, Blood. This could be a very quick best of 3.
I wouldn't say that. We still have Mirage and Inferno.
Yeah,
and,
very quick map, should I say.
Oh yeah, the map is this is looking almost done and dusted. It's going to require a Herculean effort. It's going to require FaZe Clan to go full phase and all 5 of them just to pop off for them to bring this one back. Could happen. It could happen. But the way Movistar are playing, just look at the way they're winning the rounds. Just look at the way they're approaching the rounds, right? They're not taking things too slow. They have a game plan in mind for each and every round. They execute it, and they make it work almost every single time. And it's looked so clean so far. Even some of the rounds where it comes down to the 2v2s or 1v2s, they're playing it perfectly. They're not overextending. They're not going for the duels. They're playing the bomb. They're playing the time. It's textbook Counter-Strike, and Brokey doesn't care though. He's going to find the first frag, although he gets tagged on 15 HP. Still holding the line. Still looking to get another kill as Nico joins the defense.
Keeping them guessing. No, FaZe don't really have a complete read as to what is going on. They still could relocate back over towards that B bomb site, but Rain gets aggressive, manages 1 kill. Alex will get rid of him, but that's information picked up. We're aware there's more than one over towards A at the moment. Nico's going to catch the bomb, and that's a huge player to find. And now FaZe, finally, looking like they're going to win a normal, conventional round. That does leave Eastor alone in the world. 1v4 with the AWP hopping inside of middle. Should be picked up from the front, or now with the flank from Coldzera, might be from behind. Flash in, completely blinded as the Spanish AWP just tries to hide away. Coldzera is hungry for the prey, and there it is. 2 on the board for FaZe, finally a better round, and that one was quite convincing. You know, Brokey gets that early start, Rain getting aggressive, he goes with a 1-for-1 trade, gets the info that they're still over towards A. A good hold, good stuff from FaZe.
This could be the beginning. This could be the beginning. This is the first round they've won, apart from that eco win they had earlier on. Well, kind of like a pseudo ninja defused by Coldzera. Now, finally, they do manage to. People can be pretty annoyed with the fact about the definition of what a ninja is. So I'm just gonna play it safe.
It's just gonna be very descriptive.
Yeah, it was a smoke defuse, let's call it that, right? But yeah, 11-2 as Olaf gets the opening, but Alex again opening up the fight, pretty much all by his lonesome. There's another player to find, and it is Nico, and it's going to tap him straight into his grave. Spots out Easter as well, he's not going to face. But at least the man advantage has been neutralized, as a bomb is going to get put down.
Molotov ready to head in towards Nico. Doesn't stand too far, actually. It does take a little bit of damage on it, but he just walks over the top of the site, catches Eastor. Now a 2v3. Advantage still on the CT side. As Brokey will find the headshot, lol gone. Aware of the possibility of this close player inside of the site. Brokey flashing over the top. Steel just trying to get involved, now giving away his position. The flank from Nico's there, and it's the 1-for-1. The round picked up. FaZe will get another back-to-back round wins. It's 3. And if they get 4 at the half, 11-4. You know, it looks very one-sided, but it is certainly a scoreline you can come back from.
It is doable, especially if Nico wakes up, and by the looks of it, like you said, he's been playing great, so 3k from him that round. Brokey played it very smart. In a 1v3, he didn't push out, he waited for his teammate, he flashed for his teammates, waited for them to come out towards sandbags, and then he peeked out, so the trade was immediate, not giving any chance for the final remaining player from Movistar to try and clutch it out. So if they can get the final round, there is a little bit of a breathing room, Dinko, but will that be enough is the question here. For Movistar, though, buy is not going to be a problem. They have all the world, and it looks like, again, they are heading towards his B bomb site, not wasting any time, just going for the contact play, and Steel's going to open it up. One player on the side, Mopos mops off the player. Alex finds another. 3 players dead. B bomb site, there's a minute and 30 seconds on the clock. Okay, that is a statement of purpose.
Well, 12-3, not as good as 11-4, and scrap everything we just said. Movistar Riders having a huge performance in this first half. Brokey and Ryan looking for a way back in. It's going to be Brokey with the first headshot. Alex picked off. Now Steel should be in a position for at least 1 kill, and when getting back into this corner, he now looks like he might just be able to get 2 as he moves forward. Brokey completely blinded, overwhelmed. 12-3 at the half from the Spanish side. It's time for a break, and I think FaZe Clan need it.
was born like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again, dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so high they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again, dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the road to Rio. My name is Dinko. I'm joined by Blair, and what we have just witnessed is unthinkable. FaZe clan down 12-3 at the half. Well, they'll be trying their best to get back into things. Movistar Riders only 4 away from victory. They need this pistol, FaZe. They want to have a fight into this. Rain is going to walk up in towards short. The Glock on his hands is Overpass. We'll head towards the top of the connector. Steel starting to swing in. And a headshot now, 4v4.
4v4 all off with a quick trade. Well, not quick, but at least he finds the kill. So that's going to allow them breathing space a little to roam around, to maneuver. And he's also upgraded himself to the USP. Smoke, a couple of flashes as well. So they do have something to work with here. Cold Zera, the mini raid boss with Lowell pushing in from behind. Brokey turns around, but Lowell's gonna find the drop on him. Eastor's waiting around as well. Finds one, looking for the second kill. He should have this in the bag. All of duking out with him, but the lack of Kevlar is gonna definitely hurt him. And with that, Rain's alone, bomb in no man's land. And things have gone from bad to, well, worse, Dinko.
Rain into a 1v4. It's not looking too likely, especially with Eastor just waiting for him. And that is a trapdoor, if I've ever seen one. Rain hitting the deck. 13-3. 3 away from victory here. The Movistar Riders. This is unbelievable. They just have not shown any signs that they're going to stop. I thought for a second, I said in the first half, my exact words were, eventually you're not going to be able just to keep running into FaZe clan and winning rounds. Well, clearly they can, and that's kind of scary to see.
And also, what's going to get harder for FaZe is the fact that Movistars, you're 10 rounds up, 13-3, you're going to start feeling a little bit more adventurous here, and that's something that's going to be a problem. That means your set defaults are going to not really pan out the way you want to. Look at aggression here. The double peek comes in, Steel finds Nico. Now they know where the remaining keys are. Bomb might get planted, but nope, Mopo's just pushing in, and they're just getting mopped away. All on Brokey. He's the last man standing, deagle in hand. Steel just finds him at the edge of the smoke. 14-13, and they just need... Is he teabagging? Okay, all right.
Well, but BM continuing into the second half as well was a common theme throughout the first from Alex. 14-3 though. Movistar Riders 2 away now. This is going to be the last standby from FaZe, and really feels like we've just got into things. Well, how long have we been live for? Like 25, 30 minutes? And we're already nearly...
This is the fastest map
Yeah.
of the day.
Oh, for sure. And not even close. Kind of crazy as well coming into this matchup, and not the way we would have expected it. But we'll see if FaZe can do anything. It's just 4 deagles and the 1 AK in the hands of Nico. I do say just, but it is FaZe, so you never really know.
Yeah, when you stop believing is when they're probably gonna be like, all right, guys, let's just win this one. So the 4 deagles, definitely very, very deadly in the hands of these players in particular. However, so far, they have looked a little lackluster. And that is saying something, especially with the names you see on your screen. For Movistars, like, we probably expected them to be perhaps more ready for them, you know, some good anti-strats, which have done so far, but individually out-dueling many of these players on the FaZe side, that's just impressive. As you do see a slow inch towards the A bomb site, unfortunately for FaZe, the 3 CTs lying in wait. Nico probably try and sell something with an AK-47 of his, but pushing towards the B bomb site and give himself up. It's gonna be Steel making contact, but they're tagging him through the wall. The deagle able to do the damage as the Easter replies back real quickly, finds 1, 2, almost gets a third, but Brokey drops him.
Well, gathering outside of the A-bomb site, FaZe Clan have clawed their way into a 3v3. Utility ready to drop on in to assist them in their approach. Zera is going to be the front man with the deagle. That's a nice headshot. Now Lol, his leg is spotted. Oh, there we go. Zera with the second. It does leave Mopas into a 1v3, and just enough time to get the bomb planted here for FaZe. This round is going to be one that they walk away with, unless Mopas somehow pulls off a 1v3 with an MP9. He'll walk back into the site, checks to the right and spots Rain. He'll take him away first. They expect the second player to be stacked on the same position. This time Brokey with a 1 AK in his hands and a kill as well. 14-4. A huge play from Zera moving in towards the site.
That was some vintage Cole action there. 2 1 digs. The second one was very, very common moves as well. He spotted the shoe and just like slowly walked around the corner, got the kill, and yeah, they do manage to finally get another round, but it's been a while, Nico.
Yeah. And the last time we seen FaZe win a round that they shouldn't have, which was in the first half, Movistar Riders did a really good job at answering back and preventing any momentum from being built off the back of it. So they have to try and win this one, FaZe.
And it is likely. They do winning that round. They have, with your AK-47s, UMP, the only, well, some might say inferior weaponry on the in the hands of all of Meister. For Movistars, Deagles, FAMAS, M4 in the hands of Eastor, and barely any utility remaining. They have aggressed towards Fountain. They have a player pushed up towards Long. That's Alex, as Zera finds one spot at Alex as well, taking the duel as Steel replies back, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The rifle taken away from the hands of Easter, and that's going to be a problem. Alex probably looking to retrieve it. But look at how patient FaZe are. They have 2 players still waiting towards Long. They have Nico waiting towards Fountain, waiting for some push from Movistars. Because for Movistars, if they keep playing passively, they're just going to get picked apart, or they're just going to get overwhelmed. So they need to go for some risky plays here, but with the lack of utility, that makes it very, very hard indeed. And all of Meister looking to upgrade UMP to the AK-47.
Just a little walk in the park towards the A-bomb side, it seems, for FaZe Clan, and, well, everybody on the Movistar Riders side has decided to head to the sewers. So the A-bomb site is completely vacant. No one going to be here presenting a challenge for FaZe, so the bomb plant will come through, and probably just the save call for the Kevlar into the next round for Movistar Riders, along with the FAMAS, and to the two Eagles. The round is going to be FaZe Clans 14-5. Chance now for them to mount a comeback, or at least lay the foundations for a possible comeback. I'm not going to go that far just yet.
They have managed to so far win two rifle rounds and three rifle rounds now, and three pistol rounds basically. So still, it's doable. I mean, it is FaZe. And T-side, we've seen this happen many times. Even though Overpass, people would say, would be more CT biased, it is still a map that can potentially fall apart, especially if economy keeps getting reset, or if the money is always looking very, very sparse indeed. And for Movistars, they shouldn't be going for any risky buys, in my opinion. Just go for the full buys, just go for double ecos if you have to, ensure that you have everything to work with, and then just close it out. You need 2 more rounds. But FaZe, they've been in positions like this time and time again, in bigger stages, in front of thousands of people, in fact, so I don't think they're going to be feeling too pressured at the moment. Also, bear in mind, this is the map from Movistar, so you still have Mirage remaining. We have Inferno remaining as well as a decider, if it does go to it.
Yes, and I think it's fair to say we have to favour FaZe quite significantly on the 2 remaining maps, so Movistar Riders to win the series, I think they have to win here on Overpass. Well, there goes Olofmeister, take it away, Mopos. Shot from the backside, Lowell taking down Olofmeister. Now 4v4, an equilibrium established early on into the round. Lowell has salvaged an AK, and quite a bit of control over towards B, so that kind of funnels FaZe Clan in towards long and up towards the A side of things. And this is where Movistar can then set up their defense accordingly. Got Steel in behind the divider, he's only got the USP, so very much a bait and switch setup. Alex is rotating off towards B due to the map control that they've got. And the information they can probably hear, a couple of players out towards long here for FaZe. So very much going to be an A attack coming in from the FaZe Clan. They don't really care if there's a stack here that's going to take the fight and probably win it due to the rifles that they've got. And now Steel, there we go. The bait and switch setup works for him. He gets one on the USP, but Nico strikes and takes a headshot.
On a couple more, goes to the spray, finds Steel. I don't think he's aware of where Eastor is. And Eastor with the FAMAS, he strikes. That's Nico taken out, swaps over to the M4 as well. It's a 2v2. This is very, very... They don't know where CT might be coming in from. AK and M4, they don't have a kit though. Time is slowly but surely ticking away. Eastor will be firing on the corner, announcing his presence. He doesn't know where another player is. It's all about timing here in low. Gonna tap away Zera. But time is not his friend. I don't think there's much he can do here. No kit to work with, and he will run for the hills with the AK-47. But FaZe, they managed to get another one on board, making it a 6. Slowly but surely, very slowly but surely, they are slowly clawing back into this game.
Yeah, every round counts, and if they just have that round-by-round mentality, they can certainly just find themselves with this scoreline that once looked awful, being somewhat respectable. FaZe Clan on 6. Movistar Riders. M4 buy coming in. They haven't got the AWP in the hands of Eastor. And he can be a very influential player on that AWP, especially on the CT side. The Movistar Riders love to get aggressive, and he can be a player that can find them a lot of openings. He used to be a bit more of a passive AWPer, but I think as of late we've started to see him get a little bit more aggressive, get a little bit more sure of himself, and get involved, which is definitely good to see. But we'll see if Movistar Riders can afford to do that. Alex aggressive this time, catching Nico, but not the kill. He does so much damage, 94. But he'll have to fall away. At least he stays alive.
Yeah, he kind of felt like he might have overcommitted a little bit to that spray. A little lucky to stay alive. In fact, he survives for quite a lot of health intact. It's Brokey. Not the best of flashes. That's alright. He's got another one. There's Movistar Riders now, with a little bit of aggression from them. I like it. They did have Steel playing towards connector earlier on, and he evacuated the premises. But the fact that he was there is going to force FaZe to take a while, use up a little bit of extra utility to try and get back some map control. And also, we have a player who's pushed up all the way towards long, and that is Eastor, playing very, very close indeed. So FaZe, they do have some map control, but not too much. And, okay, Alex, just the sixth sense, his spider sense tingling. He just goes on a wallbang, and Olof gets tagged down to 27. This is not looking ideal for FaZe as they look to head towards his B-bomb site.
Rin gets one. Nico coming back in as well, and there's a 5v3, a two-man advantage. Now 3-man advantage on the FaZe Clan side. This is almost similar to that of Movistar's T side. Very clean, clinical, not losing a single player. A very good turnaround from FaZe. Kind of scary now for the Movistar Riders. They tried a little bit of aggression. Bit of an overcommittal, like you said, from Alex. I don't feel like he had to swing so wide on that spray, especially because he sees two players there in his crosshair. He doesn't just see the one and then reveals the other while moving forward. He just committed to it and whiffs it. Lucky to walk away alive, but yeah, it doesn't really have much impact anyway. 14-7, halfway there, FaZe Clan. Could this be the comeback of the tournament so far? Or one of the best comebacks?
Could be. As Eastor, unfortunate for him, he will not survive, and they do save the 1 M4. Not enough for a buy. Another week is going to be coming out, but that's the thing. When you have that 13-3 lead initially, you have so many opportunities to kind of like close the game out, right? So we do have a timeout getting called by Movistars. We'll be looking to discuss what they should do here. Expecting a few upgraded pistols coming out from them, but FaZe, they have managed to slowly bring themselves back from the brink. Still very much on a precipice, but starting to show some signs of life.
Finally, it's like been hit with a defibrillator, brought back to life. Needed it. I think Movistar Riders probably started to slow down a little bit. Maybe the thoughts start creeping into the head. Surely this can't happen. No way. It's always a possibility, unfortunately, and that is the mountain they have to try and overcome. Overpass is going to throw the nade on in. He's got two players with him. Well, him and Alex make two, but two players up towards this position as Alex will go forward with the 5-7 with a flame decal. He'll want the kill, and there we go. He has picked it up. Nico trades back, but at least it is a 1-for-1.
At least it is indeed a 1-for-1. And Nico using the Molotov to prevent his teammates' rifle from getting picked up. I'll play from him. Did have a player push up towards Monster and not spot anyone out. Oh well. Teasing Nico. Meanwhile, if you look at the minimap, oh, Steel actually finds Nico, but if you look at the minimap, there is Cold Zero has walked up towards Party, and Steel has no idea. No idea. That's a free frag for Cold Zero. And with that, things have fallen apart. However, there is another player there, that is Eastor, waiting underneath, and he hears this rotation taking place towards A, so he's going to be calling for his teammates to head towards the A-bomb site immediately. AK-47 in the hands of Lowell. He's running towards the A-bomb site, and Olaf, meanwhile, holding the flank from behind Eastor. Unfortunately, will be spotted out by Olaf. Bomb down. Unlikely retake. They don't have a kit. They have the one smoke in the hands of Lowell, and Mopo is just with the deagle, and the naked deagle, in fact. So it's going to be round number 8 for FaZe. A little bit of a mini scare. And bear in mind, it was almost an eco for Movistars. They just went for graded pistols. But FaZe Clan, 13-3, Dinko, to 14-8. They have... Do you believe? Are you a man who believes?
Yeah. I think, I definitely think there's a possibility FaZe can pull this back. I think you'd be stupid not to think it's a possibility, but whether it's likely or not, it's still pretty unlikely that Movistar won't roll into 2 rounds based on the way they were playing in the first half, and I'm sure they have enough ability to find the extra 2, but FaZe Clan definitely starting to look good on this T side. We'll see really the true litmus test in this round, whether or not Movistar Riders will get this over the line. They have a full buy coming into this. Eastor with AWP, AKs and M4s in play.
Well, Cold. Wise Lonesomes. Towards the playground. Find something. 2 players pushed up towards Fountain and Party for Stars. And bear in mind, like with the coaching rules, Yanko was pretty much a 6th man for FaZe. He is in their years.
Yes. Yeah.
And definitely very, very, very capable mind. One of the best minds we have in Counter-Strike as well. So just comeback to happen. They have all the right elements. It's just about making it click. A Steel doing such a great job, just staying alive, dancing around a fountain. Trade at least comes in by Brokey.
More V4 in play. Rain was the top of connector. Flash at his stead. He'll throw it off the wall. Back in towards connector. Still plenty of time for FaZe to play with. 45 seconds. They're certainly looking towards this B side of things. Walk over there with the bomb. Players outside of the monster tunnel. Sitting idly by, waiting for this push coming in from FaZe Clan. Movistar Riders need to shut this down immediately. They also have a little bit of a thorn in their side up towards the A-bomb site called Zera, just making sure there isn't anybody flanking from the connector. Now he is ready, and with 18 seconds left, FaZe Clan commit to the B-bomb site. Everything tossed this way. Mopers and LOL have a double stack outside of Monster, and it's allowed them to pick up the first kill. No one yet falling, and finally Olofmeister will strike. Coldzera backs him up, and LOL's sprinting away. There's not enough time. All he still needs to do is just hide. He's going for the spams, and he knows he's won the round. Movistar Riders, map point, 15-8 against FaZe Clan here on Overpass.
A little bit of a DPS toggle there, celebratory DPS toggle from eStore, but there you have it, 15-8. They finally managed to make it to map point, and that is after a 5-round streak by FaZe. This is unfortunate, isn't it? Again, leaving it to the last few seconds. Cole could have potentially have won that if they had the time. He could have potentially pulled off the 1v1. It is Coldzera after all. And now, backs against the wall. And Movistars, they've called for the attack timeout, in fact. While they're talking things out, they're like, alright guys, we made them string 5 in a row. Let's not make that happen. Close this one out. Let's go to map number 2. But FaZe definitely not making it that easy for Movistars. I like the aggression from Movistars. I like the mission play. They had the players ready and waiting. They had 3 players in that B bomb side by the time the hit came in from FaZe. And some pretty good reads coming out from them. Hopefully. At least for the Movistars. Riders are able to close this one out, and they can take a breather, because right now, if I'm them, I'm feeling a little stressed, because FaZe, they're a juggernaut. They're not complexity, but they're a juggernaut, and if they start building momentum, they can be nigh unstoppable at times.
Yeah, there you go. Movistar did get brought down into the 1v1 in the previous, but they still won the run. FaZe this time not wasting much time. They toss utility straight in towards B, and Rain will get the initial kill. Steel this time hitting the deck. Mopers fighting back. Killing towards Coldzera, and Rain will spam away. Mopar's gone. Man advantage for FaZe, and while Olofmeister should be getting this kill on towards LOL on the right side, he moves forward, and he finds it. LOL hits the deck. And now it's Alex and eStar having to do the heavy lifting for the Movistar Riders. Their money will be in the bin if they lose this round. A blind Nico spotted up on top of the sandbags. And I think that was actually maybe even a team flash that came in. Or actually, it was from eStore. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. As Coldzera was... Nico was blinded by it. But now they realize that both players are positioned over towards B. So FaZe just tuck up tail and run towards the A side.
eStore is ready and waiting. He has rotated over. Rain should be very, very careful indeed. He's going to make contact, finds one. He knows what is there as well. They're going to go for the bomb plant. No, he fakes it out. He's going to go for the duels. It's Broke. He plucks one. eStore alone in a 1v2. And Broke is going for the kill. He's going for the hunt in the smoke. eStore staying alive. But Olaf, he knows where he is. He triangulates his position based purely off his sixth sense. And that's going to be round number 9 for FaZe. They are not quite done yet.
And this is scary for Movistar because they haven't really been able to find consistency on the second half. I think it's good. Even if FaZe Clan lose this, I think it's still a very positive sign moving into the second map because they have built so much momentum and got that confidence back a little bit more here. Maybe stop that unbreakable mentality of the Movistar Riders that they had in the first. Alex has slowed down a little bit, as have pretty much everyone on the Movistar side. Hasn't stopped with the aggression. Playing on the edge of the smoke. It's Mopos that gets the opening kill. Olofmeister gone.
That's a huge frag as well. That was way at the back. Olaf was waiting way in the back, and Wim getting found out. They know there was no one else close by. Maybe one more player towards short, but with the fact that Alex is pushed in, they know it's clear. They know it's going to be an A hit, and this aggressive hit, it could be very ugly indeed. As Cold Zera finds a kill, but still with a quick trade. Picks up an AK-47 as well. This could... Oh, no, not like this. Lowell finds Nico as well. It's a 4v2 now. Bomb, not in the site yet. It's all in Rain and Brokey. They need to somehow make this one work. But, oh, this is looking rough. It's all on Brokey. He's alone against the wall. Everyone's blind. He's just trapped like a rat in a corner, and Alex is going to